Hey guys, in this video we will use Python to find and replace text in multiple Word documents. In my example, I have an input folder. Within this folder I have a bunch of Word documents. Let me open one of them. For this example, I would like to replace 2022 with 2023. Let us see how we can do this using Python. But before we start, let me point out that the solution I'm about to show you only works on Windows, as we will use the 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗡 package. And you need to have Word installed on your machine. I have also tried another package called Python docs, but using that package didn't really work for me, as it unexpectedly deleted images in the Word document and messed up the formatting. Okay, and with that said, let us install 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗡. Therefore, spin up your terminal or command prompt, type pip install 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗡 and hit enter. With that in place, let me open up a blank Python file. At the top of the script, I will import the dependencies. To deal with the different file paths, I will import path from pathlib. Pathlib is a core Python module. Therefore, you do not need to install it. Next, I will import the 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗡 client. So this is the 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗡 package. After our imports, let us take care of the different file paths. To locate the folder with our Word documents, I first need to get the path to the current directory. So the folder path where my current Python file is saved. To get the folder path, you can use the parent attribute of the current file. However, this will not work if you are using a Jupyter notebook. And therefore, I have included this if statement. So you could also get the current directory using path.cwd. Alright, and with that in place, we can now construct the other file paths. In my case, the folder with the Word documents is called input. As I do not want to overwrite my documents, I will save the modified file in a folder called output. If that folder does not exist, we can create it using pathlib. Next, let us define the search term and what we want to replace it with. Additionally, I will initialize two more variables. The first one will be wd_replace and the other one will be wd_findWeb. In just a moment, I will show you what I'm going to do with those variables. Okay, as the next step, I will use the 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗡 package. With that package, we can open Microsoft Word. To start Word in the background, you can set the visibility to false. Additionally, I will also set display alerts to false. Now that we have opened Word in the background, I will iterate over our input folder and open each Word document. To get all relevant file paths, you can use glob on the input directory. This will return a generator, which we can iterate over. To actually find and replace the text within the document, I will use the VBA API. In particular, we will use the selection_find method. Within selection_find, you can specify many parameters. To find out what each parameter does, check out the official Microsoft documentation. I will also leave the link to this documentation in the description. So read through the different options and feel free to modify my script. Also, here you will see the other two variables I defined at the beginning of the script. Next, I will save the file in the output folder. For the file name, I will take the initial name and append _replace. Once you save the file, you can close the Word document. After looping over all files, you want to close the Word application using quit. Okay, and that is all there is to it. Let me execute the script and then we should see our output folder. To validate if it worked, let me open one document. As you can see, Python has replaced the text on the second page. Yet on the first page, we can still see 2022. And here it gets a bit tricky, because the text is part of a text box. So when I select it, we can see it is a shape. It is like using the text box element and inserting text here. And with our script, we only iterate over the text on the page and not within shapes. So that is why I came up with another solution. But first let me close the workbook and delete the output folder. Next, let me switch back to our code. On Stack Overflow, I found a VBA solution that replaces text in shapes. I took that code as a reference and adjusted it for Python. You can find the VBA solution under the following link. With that said, let us now iterate over all shapes in the active document. Next, we will check if the shape contains text. Keep in mind that the shape count starts from 1, and therefore I have increased the I variable. After that, we can retrieve all the words within that shape. With that in place, let us loop through each word. Now we just need to check within our selected text frame if that word is equal to the string we want to replace. If that is the case, we can replace the text. As a last step, I will remove the blank lines and rerun the code. If we now go back to the output folder and open a Word document, we will see that this time Python has replaced the text in the text box. Okay guys, and that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.